Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a really long time once again. I actually wasn't planning on playing again until Genesis released, but as you guys saw in my Discord, MTS Season 4 looked interesting, so I decided I was going to give that a go. I was supposed to get this video out a few days ago since we're like 3 or 4 days into the wipe now. I have been playing quite a bit, I just didn't get around to actually editing the videos. And also I wanted to kind of get the base more secured before I decided to show our tribe name, our map, our base, all that stuff. So this episode probably has a whole lot of taming in it because that's what I've been doing the last few days. There should be a few raids in it as well, but we do have the base a whole lot more secure now, so I'll probably start showing that from the next episode. Now this series, guys, I'm not sure how consistent it's going to be. I am enjoying actually playing it. I'm looking forward to some more bigger raids, so stay tuned for that. At the moment, I'm kind of just doing a note run in the background here. You guys don't really need to see this, but since we're talking so much about securing the base, you guys got to make sure you're secure in other aspects of your life, which conveniently leads us into today's video sponsor, introducing Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network, more commonly known as a VPN. Now, one of, if not the most important thing about using the internet is your own security, and one of the absolute best ways to ensure that is with Surfshark VPN. Surfshark encrypts all of your personal information and sends it via a secure VPN tunnel so that no one unwanted can access it. On top of being a huge benefit to your security, it has a number of other interesting features as well. Personal favorite of mine is the ability to change your IP address to that of a different country. So recently I've been flying between Australia and Japan a lot. I'm sure you guys know this by now, but believe it or not, your IP address actually affects the prices of plane tickets. So by using Surfshark to change it, I've been able to save quite a bit of money and get some good discounts on flights. Another benefit to this is that you can access the entertainment you want. For example, if a certain movie or TV show is not showing up for you on Netflix, it may be available on Netflix in a different country. And in Surfshark, with just a click of a button, you can change your IP address and access that content. Now, in my opinion, the best thing about all of this is Surfshark's competitive pricing. They really look after their customers. And if you guys enter the code 6 or follow the link at the top of the description, you're going to get a huge 83% discount and 1 extra month for free. And with that, you can use Surfshark across all of your devices. On top of all of this, Surfshark also offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk for you guys at all. And yeah, I highly recommend you guys go and try it out. And once again, a huge thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Alright, we're back guys. So that angler tame was a little bit out of context of the video. It happened a few hours after I got on. I was really late to the launch just because of the actual time that MTS released. It released at 5 AM my time, and then I had to go out for lunch the next day, so I really didn't get on until about 10 hours or so after the actual launch. So there's no early game bow fights or anything like that for me to kind of put at the start of the video. So I used the angler tame instead. Either way, we're going to jump back a little bit and go through some of the early game tames that I did. We're going to start by knocking ourselves out an Anki so we can get started on the metal farm. And then we'll see where we go from there. Alright boys, so the Anki is tamed up. My tribe mates are on a metal run. For us, it's time to do a classic RG tame. So we found ourselves a level 145. Not this one. Here it is, this one over here. Level 145. So there's a trap behind me. We're just going to lure it in, tame it up, nice and easy. So honestly, that was pretty damn easy. It usually takes me a whole lot longer to actually lure them into the trap. I'll show you guys the stats. There you go. We'll take a look at them again once the RG tame is actually done. All right, there we go, guys. RG should be ready to tame. Should be an instant tame. It's been quite a while. There we go. I'll show you guys the stats.
Oh, look at that fucking HP.
As you can hear from my tribe mate there, he's pretty happy about the HP. So yeah, I guess it turned out to have pretty decent health. I should probably craft some of those binoculars so I can actually see for myself. Alright, so the RG tame's done. As I said, my tribe mates were working on a metal run. While they were doing the metal run, they spotted a low-level quetz over on the snow mountain, so that's what we're going to do now. The reason we actually want a low-level quetz is because at the moment, cryopods are actually disabled on MTS. They have been for a few hours. Having a low-level quetz is going to allow us to pick up rhinos, going to allow us to pick up megatheriums and stuff like that, and actually bring them back to base to tame them. Oh, nice. Please. That's not in the water, is it? There's a tree there. It can't be in the water.
Nice. Perfect.
There we go. Quetzal is tamed. Here are the stats. Not that it really matters because, as I said, it's just a low-level Quetzal for picking up bigger dinos. So for this next part, guys, I'm just going to voice it over because there's a whole lot more taming that you guys don't need to see. Pretty much, I just tamed a whole bunch of stuff at the start of the wipe. I just focused on taming. So right here, I was looking for a Dodicarus. We didn't actually really use it at all, to be honest. I remember taming it and then it just kind of sat at base in the same spot for like a day. Either way, we tamed that Doedicurus. Then I went out looking for rhinos, so we got started for our boss fight rhinos. Found a few of those, knocked those out and tamed those as well. And then finally I tamed another Ank just because there was a lot of competition around the metal farming and we actually lost quite a few Ankies early on. So we tamed up a few of those just so we had some spares. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did for the day one taming. After that, we decided to go on a few early game raids. That's what you guys are going to see now. So this first base we're going to raid, guys, it's over on the island. I haven't actually seen it, but from what I've been told, it's just a small little base with 2 or 3 autos. Now, it's still really early on in the wipe, it's still day 1, so if they manage to grind out auto turrets this early, they must have some kind of farming dinos inside, as well as some kind of resources. So we're going to blow inside, check what they got. Now, hopefully they don't have ORP on and I can actually run their turrets without dying in my primitive flak. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Ready?
Alright, yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, run. Alright. Turrets are done. Oh, they have a vault, dude.
Oh, vault.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's take a look at what they actually had. Nothing in the smithy.
What the fuck?
Nothing in here. I'm guessing all their stuff's in the vault. We have a tribe mate bringing over some more C4 and we're going to blow into that and check. 1 more.
2.
2.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
That's not that bad.
That's not
That's
that
not
bad.
that bad.
That's not that bad.
That's not.
I mean, yeah.
205 electronics, 2 fabbies.
Oh shit, we got a good crossbow.
That's
181.
not that bad. That's actually not that bad.
Honestly, not a bad little raid, guys. As I said, still early game, we need all the resources we can get. Now, before this, we were using a primitive crossbow to tame stuff, so having the 181 damage one really helps. It looks like that's it for this raid, though. We're just going to take as much of this stuff as we can back to base. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. So basically, straight from that raid over into another one, guys. A tribe mate was taming pteranodons over on Valguero, and he found this weird little base inside of a log. Yeah, we're just gonna raid it. He has one single turret facing one side of the log, but the whole other side is just, yeah, opened. Like you just walk straight in. Does he really only have one turret? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Does
And
it
it's in, like, you saw the other entrance, right?
Yeah, it's huge. Where do you want to go in from? Just anywhere?
Just anywhere, yeah.
Is it 3?
Is it 10k? Yeah.
How are we breaking this C4?
Yeah.
Rip. Wonder if their turret had any ammo in it. Fuck, why not? Oh yeah, it was. Have 505 ammo.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's a lot of ammo for one turret. I think that's more than we have in our base, unless we've been farming it. And with that, it looks like this raid is done, guys. He didn't really have much, to be honest. The 500 ammo is kind of nice, but we could have quite easily farmed that ourselves. Pretty much it for day 1. I'm going to include day 2 footage in this video as well. And yeah, we're just going to jump straight into that, I guess. Alright, so we're going to jump straight into the day 2 footage, guys. I didn't actually play too much today. One of the main things that I actually did do is get started on the trike line. The reason for that is I found a base really close to us that I just wanted to get rid of. I'll show you guys the base later on. For now, though, we're out here looking for some trikes, trying to find some with some decent health. That's what we're going to be doing first, so let's get right into it. So we ended up finding a male and female right next to each other. Now, they're not the best trikes in the world. We could get lucky on the HP post-tame. Now, that's always what I tell myself, but it never actually happens, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So just knocking out the last one now, and then we'll cut back to once we see the stats after they're both tamed up. And then we can jump straight into the raid that I really want to do. Alright, so trike number 1 should be done any minute now. There we go. Trike number 1 is done. What did we get? We got 36 HP. Pretty fucking happy with that, to be honest. That's a pretty decent start, especially on day 2. Now, obviously, you can get trikes post-tame that are like high 40s, like mid 40s. But still, 36, decent start. Enough for what I actually want it for. Let's go ahead and check what the other one got. Alright, there we go. The female trike is done as well. What did this one get? Oh, it got 22 HP, pretty terrible. The reason I wanted a male and female is just simply for mate boost and just so I can mate them up Either way, let's get these cryoed and let's head on back to base. All right, so the trikes have been tamed, guys. I made them up just in case we actually lose them, because we probably will. So I'm going to show you what I actually want them for now. It's to raid this base. Now, someone thought it would be a good idea to build directly above our base. I woke up today, no one told me the base was here. I flew straight up on my PT and I instantly died. So as you can see there, I lost my Pteranodon and I died as well. So their base is like right here on this ledge. And I decided I'm going to get rid of it because it's in a really annoying spot. They probably have ORP, which means my 3k HP unleveled trike with a primitive saddle is probably going to take a long time to actually get in there. Luckily for us, our tribe got snow owls last night, so we should be good to just go ahead and soak and then heal. Do it real slow push into their base, and yeah, hopefully we get something out of it, I guess. So we'll go back to base, we'll saddle up the trike, we'll get them as many levels as we can, and then we'll get started on this raid. Alright, so sadly guys, I didn't actually end up recording my microphone audio for this raid. Now, it wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. You guys will see why shortly. So I'm just going to voice over the interesting parts and we'll just jump straight into it. So I want to do it really slowly because obviously my trike has really low health, as you can see here on the screen. And it was at that point that I realized they had really little ammo in their turrets, as you can tell by how quickly I managed to soak that first one. So it didn't actually take as long as I thought it would. It was all going pretty smoothly, just casually soaking the turrets, healing up a bit with the snow owl until this point right here. There was one turret at kind of an awkward angle. Instead of hitting my trike in the head, the bullets hit my trike somewhere else and it instantly got shredded. As I said, I did mate the trikes before we went into the raid, so hopefully the babies get the good HP. So yeah, I went back to base, I got the shitty 22 HP female trike and continued on soaking with that. There was only 1 or 2 turrets left. We soaked those, we blew into the base, and then we got to see their loot. Now, they actually had a decent amount of stuff for such a small base with no turrets. Especially on day 2, I was pretty happy with that. I already tamed an angler really early on, but they had a spare angler. They had a bunch of auto turrets. Luckily, their vaults were unpin coded, and I could just access them right away. I did have to go back to base to get C4 to blow up the fabricator, but otherwise, that's pretty much all the loot they had in their base. The fabricator didn't really have anything. I'll include it on the screen now, because I kind of forgot what it did have. Either way, that's pretty much it for that raid. The real reason I wanted to raid it is just to kind of get it out of the way. Apologies that my audio didn't record. I don't know what happened, to be honest. It just didn't record. As simple as that. Either way, guys, that's it for the raid, and it's probably it for this episode as well. I do have a little bit more footage. I don't know when episode 2 is going to come out. It should be out hopefully in the next couple days. I am looking forward to some more bigger raids with the tribe. I'm going to try and get on more in their time zone. They are Americans, so the earlier I get on my time, the more time we have to play. There's going to be a pretty big jump in base progression because I don't like building at all. The tribe pretty much did all of the building. You guys didn't even get to see the base basically at all in this video. And then magically next video we're probably going to have a pretty big base. But as I said, I want to focus on the raid, so hopefully we can get some of those done soon. Either way, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Apologies it took so long to come out after MTS started. I am super pumped for Genesis, guys. Expect some constant uploads around the release of Genesis. Assuming it doesn't get delayed, it should be released in the next 5 days. So yeah, super pumped for that, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.